What's up everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Seder. Today we are unfortunately talking about 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. Now, I had a lot of expectations coming to this book. The cover was super cool, the title sounded cool, the summary also sounded pretty awesome, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a scary book about going back up to the moon, there's a bunch of crazy stuff's gonna go down, there's a reason we never went back, it sounds super awesome. And this book really wasn't. It was so excruciating to listen to. I understand it was translated from another language, but I read books that have been in other languages before, and this sounds so disjointed and it just was very uncomfortable to listen to. Even the narrator, like the girl that they have reading it, just, oh my gosh, there was this one section where it was like on a computer and they had like a whole bunch of ones and zeros come down the page. The narrator spent 2 minutes reading every single 1 and 0. 1, 0, 1, 1. All she had to say was a series of ones and zeros scrolls across the page. She did not need to read them all. And I can't even tell you exactly who the main characters are because we have the 3 teenagers that they're gonna send up with the crew, you know, for publicity to get some more money, and they actually have the crew. You would think that the teenagers are the main characters. Well, about halfway through it starts telling the story from like the crew's point of view as well, and like giving you all this backstory on the crew just to kill them, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, you're making it too complicated. And don't even get me started on the teenagers themselves. None of them wanted to actually go to the moon. Like, Mia, who is technically the mainest character, didn't even want to enter the contest. They were all spoiled brats that just wanted, like, to get away from their perfect lives, and they didn't deserve any of this. Like, I love space travel, and so just to hear these people just, like, not even care, just kind of got on my nerves, and it made me hate them. And the whole first half of the book is dedicated to fleshing these characters out. Like, they don't even go to the moon until, like, well over halfway, and it just made me hate them even more.
I've been gone, but you're still my lady. I need you at home.
Also, there were supposed to be these moments before they went where people were trying to tell them, you know, like, oh, you shouldn't go to the moon, like, stuff's gonna happen. We got that, but it didn't make any sense. I'm like, there's no reason for that to have happened. That doesn't mean anything. Like, seriously, Mia just talking to some random homeless dude, like, that's not even, like, she has no common sense. Seeing a plane crash, that doesn't mean anything. Like, what made the plane crash? Like, some creepy person in the bathroom? Like, it just didn't seem like it mattered, and they were trying to put all of this meaning into it, and it just wasn't working. And then I got excited, because I'm like, okay, now we're gonna get to see them train and then actually go to the moon. No, we skipped over all of that, which was whatever. What did I expect? I don't know. And when we actually got to the moon, things started escalating rather quickly, and it just didn't make any sense. It didn't work, and everything seemed rushed. All of the relationships were rushed, and they didn't even spend 172 hours on the moon. They spent like 6, so, you know, whatever. As the storyline progressed, I just found myself like saying, oh, I totally saw that coming. That was completely obvious. Is this supposed to be scary? Like, what's happening? None of it worked. And they weren't aliens. It was supposed to be some metaphor, like the moon was hell and these things were like doppelgangers and that wanted to kill. So basically, the villain was just evil for the sake of being evil and just killed because killing, which I don't like. There should have been some more thought that went into it. The ending didn't do anything for me. It was like a cop-out ending and just did not work. I mean, I praise the author for not making it seem like this teenage girl could, like, overpower these things and actually make it back to Earth by herself, but it's still just, no. Thumbs down for me. I did give it a 1.5 instead of a straight up 1 because I could see the potential. There was so much potential there. It was kind of like if the author sat down and was like, I have this great idea for this really scary book and they just could not make it work. I had this great idea. I don't know how to make it work because all I can think of is like the story. I can't actually like make it go and like flesh out characters and like do dialogue in this. And that's just kind of what it seemed like. It was kind of like it was amateur hour, and that was just very disappointing because I had such high expectations with the cover and the title and the summary. It just seemed so good and it just really fell flat. Now that that terribleness is behind us, I am currently listening to Splintered by A.G. Howard. I am absolutely in love with this book. It is not at all original. I mean, when you're retelling Alice in Wonderland, this is exactly the direction that everyone expects you to go in, but it is just so good. It's so good. I love, love, love listening to it. I basically just like anytime I have, I'm just like, I want to listen to this book. It's so good. So I really, really, really cannot wait to talk about it with you guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be talking books every Monday. That's all I got for you today, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye!